Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Elliott. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Ezekiel Elliott.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Number 88.
CeeDee Lamb, 34 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
For the point after.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Taylor. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's pick it.
Taylor will throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there, but he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing again on second down. Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. Prescott from the gun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. To the air again, Prescott. And it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return will stop right around the 25.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Play action, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. They go play action with Taylor. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. This one caught left side by Cooper. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first. Cowboys will extend their lead.
Score Cowboys 14. Bears nothing. Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 25 on 2nd down, Taylor gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott eluding the pressure. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They go play action now. Taylor. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Two minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Play action. Now Taylor. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw.
He's got a man. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Bears nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
35-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Taylor dancing to his left. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Taylor. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Taylor. Off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Dallas.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 45, 20, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Complete to CeeDee Lamb.
Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Bears 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off 4th down.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Taylor, flushed out right. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, Taylor. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Fourth down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10. At their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
2 yards.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Down, Dallas.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Throwing, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Prescott off play action. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
23-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action. Taylor gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
To throw is Taylor. Off the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Taylor, off play action. Buying time to his left. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Taylor will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake. Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 10 yards out, and the Bears get a bit closer.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Cowboys 31, Bears 15. Cairo Santos set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 20-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
40-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On play action, Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They go play action with Taylor. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, second down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Play action, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
The keeper.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that,
Brings up
frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check 55 Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Cowboys.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
CD Lamb.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action now. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Dallas.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Bears 15.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Off play action. Taylor escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain of 6 there on first.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They go play action now. Taylor rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
At the 17-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. Twisting away. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it.
And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game.
Today's final score, Cowboys.
Charles, we saw a lot of points.